All right, welcome to another episode of the VersePod. We are excited to be joined today by our guest Justyn Knight. Justyn ran track, was a champion track runner at Syracuse and runs for Team Canada. So we are excited to have Justyn here. My name is Dan Zimmerman, along with Jack Adler, our co-host, and we're going to talk about the Super Bowl. A couple of days before the Super Bowl. And we got Tom Brady, Patrick Mahomes. We've got a lot of exciting things in that game. Let's just jump into it, Justyn. You got an early pick for the Super Bowl?
Yeah, honestly, I'm feeling Kansas City again, assuming that Patrick Mahomes is back to his regular self. But Tom Brady, you can't doubt that man. So I'm going with Kansas City. That's my final answer.
Yes,
Yeah, Justin,
yeah.
I don't blame you for going with Kansas City, but I just don't know how you can bet against Tom Brady in this situation. I mean, first off, the Bucks are at home right now. They're at home for the Super Bowl, which has never happened actually in Super Bowl history. And a lot of analysts are saying there's no home field advantage here, but I think Tom Brady being comfortable in this home stadium in the Super Bowl. I mean, like I've been fading Brady all of the playoffs, and it has not ended well for me. So I see how you're going to ride Patty Mahomes because I do think he's the best quarterback in the league and possibly will end up beating Brady in the GOAT debate when it's all said and done. But I'm going with Bucks +3 here.
Well,
Do you
Tom,
think the Buck?
go ahead,
Oh,
Justyn.
I'm sorry. Do you think like the Bucks team though, like as a whole, like forget about Tom Brady, Gronk, like those guys that's been there before. Do you think the team's ready for all that though? Because it's been a while, right?
I mean, experience wise, I don't know, but their defense is on fire right now. They forced 5 turnovers in their last 2 games. And they got to Aaron Rodgers 5 times last week or 2 weeks ago. They had 5 sacks, and I mean they're looking good. They're beating good teams. It's not like they're taking down jokes of a team. Like they took
Yeah.
down the Saints. They took down who they have last week.
I think they're terrified. I think the whole team is terrified of an angry Tom Brady in the locker room. Like that would motivate me to never lose in the playoffs.
Oh
Exactly.
my God.
I also feel like Tom's sort of retired already by moving to Tampa Bay, and the fact that he's like in the Super Bowl where Tampa Bay is just like it's like we're all in Tom's video game right now. He's
Oh
about
my
to
God.
finish up his my career or something. Like it's crazy, but I think I'm with Justyn here. I think the Chiefs are going to actually win the game. I just think they're overpowered. But I would not be surprised if Tom pulls this out. And I gotta say, I'm sort of cheering for the Bucks, but I'm probably betting the Chiefs.
I think it's important to note also, like the Chiefs, for their last 9 games, have finished by 3 points or less. So, like the Bucks being at +3 is a big deal. Like that number is big,
Yeah.
and it's probably a big part here because like the Chiefs are known for winning, but by small margins. So I do think that Bucks +3 has extra value with that +3 there. But I don't know
You-
how you can pay Tom Brady in the Super Bowl after all we've seen. Like,
I know, I know. I think low key for me, uh, I still put Tom Brady with the Patriots, and like, it's not that I don't like Tom Brady. It's just like the fans sometimes. I'm just like, man, I don't want them to get another one on us. But um, do you think though? What was I gonna ask? Actually, forget it. You're gonna have to edit that part out. I had something to ask, but
Yeah, that's the thing is we can edit this stuff out, easy. So uh,
perfect.
yeah, but we can just jump into maybe Super Bowl MVP. So next up, Super Bowl MVP last year. Obviously, Mahomes won it after winning his first. He's the odds-on favorite for this year, but I mean, Tom Brady, he shits Super Bowl MVPs. So I got you got to consider him being a favorite here as well. I don't know. Whoever wins the game, I think the quarterback gets the MVP. Is my take. So I'd say Mahomes. Jack's got a nice idea. Parlay Mahomes MVP and the Chiefs win because that's probably the most surefire thing to happen. They're sort of one in the same.
Yeah, I'll say it to you honestly. Like I feel like for MVP that I'm more certain that if the Bucks win, that the MVP will go to Tom Brady, 100%. Kansas City, not that I think like any less of Mahomes or anything, but I feel like there's a lot more pieces that could possibly have like a more impact on the game. But I think like if the Bucks do win, it's not going to anyone else but Tom Brady.
Yeah, Tyreek Hill, maybe if he's got like 3 catches for 200 yards and 3 touchdowns, some Randy Moss stuff, I could see that.
Oh, did he get? Oh, the camera went off for a second. Justyn.
Sorry, that was my fault. I was turning up the brightness on my.
Justyn, as a runner, I don't know how you're not going to ride Tyreek Hill here plus 1,000. I've never seen anyone faster than this dude. I don't know. I would love to see you guys go head to head in a.
He crushed me. See, if me and Tyreek Hill,
shit, but I feel like it'd be an easy wipe for you.
Oh, he would rinse me. But if we were to run around the stadium, maybe 1 lap around the stadium, that's when we can make an interesting bet on that.
Oh, really?
Because I'd probably take him down.
Would wipe him, to be honest. That's what I thought you said. I honestly Tyreek plays football. You run. Like you. That is.
I run for fun.
Yeah. Justyn, are there betting odds on your running matches with running?
The thing is I think on certain sites, I think you can. Not on all of our races though, but like we have like these meets called Diamond Leagues that are usually like they happen in Europe, or one of them happens in America in Oregon. I think people do bet on those. I don't think it's as popular, but when the Olympics happens, people start betting on us again.
Yeah. Honestly,
but I think for running to take off, we need people to start betting on us like horses, man.
Honestly, I could see it becoming a big sport, and like the personalities in running, like you get to bet on just one person rather than like a team of people you don't know. You feel like you know them. So I honestly could see it. Like I'd rather bet on people running than like a horse, you know. Like,
except if we're versing Tyreek Hill versus Justyn Knight around 1 lap around the track. Justyn, I mean, I don't know how you can't fade yourself. Like you gotta take yourself in that one, but I'm taking the underdog Justyn Knight in that one.
Yeah, I'm definitely taking.
Yeah. See, the thing is, I'll give you with Tyreek Hill. Did he run track in college? Do you know? Or
I don't know. That dude's a cheetah. If he did, I know he didn't lose because.
Yes, a lot of sprinters, what they do in like the 400, like 1 lap around, is usually they'll take like the first 200 out crazy. So the first half a lap, they'll be going like nuts. But then they'll start dying, going lactic, and you see their arms start going up like that. So it'd be interesting to see what type of runner Tyreek Hill is. If he's a smart runner, if he just like kind of keeps it even the whole way, or if he just goes out fast from the gun and just dies towards the end.
Yeah, I mean, because he's got to train himself to go in those bursts of like 40, 50, 60 yards. And I definitely like he's probably not built. I mean, what am I saying? I couldn't run but he's probably not built the same way for distance, like the way you train and the way you prepared.
I don't know. I mean, he's had a lot of bursts of 60, 70 yards this season, especially.
That's true. You add them all up. Ran a couple miles on NFL defenses this year.
Yeah.
I think what I would like to see is I'd like to see him against like an Alphonso Davies or something. I think Alphonso would probably clean him in a race though. Do you guys watch soccer?
I don't, but I've heard that name and I know he's speedy as fuck. And I just think it would be so fun to watch these guys that are the fastest in their own respective sports go at it in a race.
Yeah. There has to be like a celebrity, I guess not celebrity, but like an Olympics for people that don't train in track and field. That'd be so fun to watch.
That'd be so fun.
Yeah.
All right, let's get it set up. Let's do a charity. We'll do a charity race off.
Hey man, after Tokyo 2021, if I have any pull after that race, I'll help organize the whole deal.
That's
all right. Get it.
The Olympics in Tokyo.
Sponsored by VerseGaming. We got the athlete.
Awesome. Well, I think we got to get into the serious betting topics now. I think enough of the joking around with who's gonna win and who's gonna win them. Let's talk the coin toss. All right, we got to talk the coin toss. We've got even odds on heads or tails. This is the big one. I'm probably gonna put $100 on one of these picks, but we got to talk about it. Jack, you have some stats on the history of the coin toss, right?
Yeah. Well, first off, I think it's important to mention there are even odds on Verse. However, if you're betting on FanDuel or DraftKings, it's -110 to -110. So much more profitable to bet on Verse on this one. But I think it's important to note that since the first Super Bowl ever, the coin toss has gone heads 25 times and tails 29 times.
Oof.
And I mean, looking at the history, tails never fails. Like it
Yeah,
speaks for itself. So
that is
I think tails is moving to 30 on this one and taking the 30 to 25 lead all time.
that's a
Justin, what do you
commanding lead.
I'm gonna take the underdog. We're going heads.
I might have to ride the underdog if they do shift those odds. If the money comes in and those odds move, there may be value on heads. But yeah, I don't know. It depends who's flipping it for me. Which referee, who's the captains, how's the
That's
wind in
true.
Tampa? There's a lot of factors here.
It's the most fair bet in the game. It's the most 50-50 bet you can possibly get.
That's what
And
they
no,
want you to think.
no studying that can go into it. You kind of just got to ride your intuition and just pray. And I think
Yeah.
that's what makes it like the most fun bet in the game.
Yeah,
I'm interested to see like deeper statistics on those odds. Like when they flip, is heads usually facing up in their hand, or is
Yeah.
it usually tails? And what's the outcome? I don't know. I feel like that might have there might be some correlation with that.
yeah, especially with the game being in Tampa. I mean, there's a lot of room for some irregularities here, I feel. All right, so along with the coin toss, that's the beginning of the game. Into the game, when the coach of the winning team wins their Super Bowl trophy, and the team is celebrating the Gatorade color. We've got a lot of options here. Who's the odds-on favorite for this one, Jack?
All right, so we got orange at +160, which
Orange
is
is there at 280 or so.
we got red at +200, which is interesting because both teams are red. And so the Chiefs and Bulls are both red, but since 2001, the color of Gatorade at the Super Bowl has only matched the team's color 3 times.
Oh.
So in the last 20 years, only 3 times has it actually matched the team's color. So I think red +200 is a lock to not hit. And then we got lime, green, yellow at +275, blue at +800, and water at +700. So I mean, orange seems like the lock just after what we saw last year, but I don't know. I'm interested to hear what you think, Justin.
Honestly, when I think about coaches getting Gatorade dumped on them, the only thing that visually is going through my mind is orange Gatorade. I don't know if like
I don't know why I agree with you, but I literally do. Like it's the same thing.
Yeah.
I can't think of any green or blue Gatorade that gets.
and I can damn well assure you that I've never seen red Gatorade poured on anybody. Like maybe I haven't watched enough games, but
I guess you didn't watch the Super Bowls because
yeah. So I would bet my life that it won't be red, but I'll just say I think it's gonna be orange. But you know what's funny though? Quick thing. Through all the athletes that I talked to, track, basketball, football, soccer, you name it, blue is always the favorite flavor or color that people drink.
I was gonna ask you if you drink any of the Gatorade or the sports drinks, and if so, if you have a preference, because it's probably helpful for the long distance running, but I'm sure you may have a particular favorite brand or not everyone there's so many now. It's not just Gatorade, but it's interesting you say blue is the favorite. I don't think I ever buy blue Gatorade really.
Really?
I
Man,
go
that's
for
crazy.
like the white one, like the ice lime one. That one's nice.
That one's low key. A lot of people sleep on that color.
I'm sleeping on that color then because I would never been that. I'm an orange and red guy, honestly.
Red. Red just reminds me of when I was like 6 years old. I grew out of that color.
I'm close to that right now, so I'm so young.
Coming in.
I'll tell you though, purple. I think like the Purple Rain one. That one is my all-time favorite.
Purple Rain. I remember that.
I don't know if that's the name of it, but it's just like a light purple.
Yeah, like it's crazy because all of this could just not have any color and taste the exact same.
Yeah.
The colors all just added after. It's like the label.
Yeah.
It's
I
interesting.
might just bet the money on orange here. It feels like Vegas knows something if they're the favorite.
I'm looking right now and Super Bowl 54, 50, 48, 45, 44, all in orange. Like it's a trend. Orange
Yeah.
is profitable. I don't see I mean, I guess I see now why it's such a favorite, but I
But I
orange
will say this: Tom Brady does look like he drinks red Gatorade.
That's
he
true.
does.
That's a fruit punch.
Has that
He's a
look to
fruit
him.
punch Gatorade guy.
Yeah, he looks like that type of guy.
But when it's all said and done, quote by Mike Ditka, hard last name to pronounce. If you've never had a Gatorade bath, you've never done anything very exceptional. So whoever does get the Gatorade poured on them in the end, they're the Super Bowl champions. And if I'm
Andy,
a
Andy
I'm
Reid will just be
Arians,
drinking it at that point.
Bruce Arians, I'm hoping for orange Gatorade because personally I think it's the best flavor. So hopefully for Bruce, he gets orange poured on him and plus 160 cashes out.
Yeah.
All right. So the last prop we got to talk about before a quick fire round. Another pregame prop. This one is the national anthem. The over under for the time on the national anthem. Jack, do you have the stats on this?
Of course, I have the stats on this. So our singers for this one, we have a duet with R&B singer Jasmine Sullivan and country music star Eric Church. You can search up film, like last year was Demi Lovato. You can search up the film, but they have never duetted live together on a national anthem. So there's no film that you
That's a
can
lack of
possibly
film. That's a lack of film. Yeah.
lack.
Mm.
Like you gotta go into this somewhat blindsided. Sullivan sang the last national anthem for an NHL Stadium Series game back in 2016, clocking out at a minute 38. And since Super Bowl 40, the average national anthem time is 1 minute 55 seconds.
So
So the
this
over
over
under
under
here,
line is set at 1 minute and 59, right?
yeah, over under is at 1 minute 59 seconds.
I'm
Ooh,
Uh,
that's
taking
kind
the
of.
under. I'm taking the under.
I think the under might be locked. I don't know since it's a duet, like there could be a slower pace there. I don't know.
I'm gonna say over because I feel like. Well, honestly, I feel like that's a long time.
That's a long
Honestly, like I
time.
hope to God it's not that long. But I feel like this is gonna be the first time in a long time where we're having like an important championship event, a Super Bowl. The whole country is going to be watching, and I feel like that American pride, they're going to want to stretch it out just because like of COVID and everything. Like I feel like they're really going to be digging deep in themselves and trying to hit some crazy notes. So I'm going to say over because I think they're going to be extra about it.
Yeah, that's a fair case, honestly, a compelling case. But to me, like 2 minutes, that's longer than your average commercial. Like if you're sitting there watching a commercial, it's like you're on your phone, right? And you look up and
Yeah.
they're still singing. So
Interesting stat. This is the first time there's a duet in the national anthem since Super Bowl 40, and when there was a duet, it went to 2 minutes 9 seconds.
all right.
So
So
for what it's
Wow.
worth,
the over here.
this guy Eric Church apparently likes to pull out the guitar during his national anthem. So like we could have a slow pace here, and who knows? Like they might be trading off lines, and it just will move slower than one person singing it themselves. So honestly, after reading all this, I think the over might be a lock in this one.
Yeah. Honestly, what I'm curious about is, is there going to be anybody laughing like Fergie at the All-Star game? So
A classic moment in internet history is just like all the guys laughing as like, holding in the laughter.
that one was bad. I don't even know how Fergie held a straight face doing that. So
There are also bets. Will Jasmine or Eric Church forget a word while singing the anthem? Plus 1,000, yes.
I honestly, maybe it's just me being nervous for them, but almost every time I listen to the national anthem on a main event, I feel like they miss a word.
really, is that popular?
I mean, you got the whole
Yeah.
world.
Oh, I guess like it may not happen as frequently in Canada. A lot of times, like you'll see like people just freeze up and like get the words messed up or skip a line, and that's
Yeah.
why a lot of stadiums run the lyrics in the in the bar around the
Oh,
so that you can read they can read along as it goes because
oh, that's interesting.
they get so nervous. I mean I feel for them, but it's also like you kind of have one job.
Yeah, that's real
Yeah.
quick before we go into quick fire. One more interesting prop: which player will be shown first during the national anthem?
Oh, it's
Tom Brady
Brady.
minus
Tom
one.
Brady.
It's Brady, bro.
Brady.
Tom
I don't know
Brady.
how it would be. I mean, Mahomes definitely has value there at minus 110, but Tom Brady's the guy coming back for his 11th Super Bowl start. So
If the
Tom
camera
Brady.
is getting fired if it's not Tom Brady.
Yeah. Especially like at his home, Tom Brady might like have a fight with the cameraman himself.
because he's probably placing money on that himself because he knows he's like, I better be shown first.
Yeah. Are they letting fans in? Is that what they're doing?
I think
Yeah,
there will be
22,000.
limited attendance. Yep.
Okay.
It's 30% of the stadium. 22,000 people will be there.
Wow.
That's crazy to think that that's 30% of a stadium.
Yeah, it's crazy. It's 30%, and it's crazy because that kind of means that there's not much of a home field advantage for the Bucks, even though they're playing in their home stadium. There's
Yeah.
not much fan volume that will be impacting the game. Like
Yeah,
they're
but
not.
getting to sleep at home the night before, like, I don't know. I think it's gonna make a real difference, and just their home lockers and everything. It takes
I,
Tom. It's gonna be weird. It's gonna be the one of the firsts for Tom in any of his Super Bowls.
Yeah.
oh, exactly.
So
Tampa.
how did that work though? Like, when did they decide where they're gonna have the Super Bowl, and like, how did it
Yeah,
end
it
up
was
being?
done the year before, so that
Wow.
it's not really people can't really plan for it in advance. I mean, it's pretty hard to plan to get to the Super Bowl, but if anyone did it, it's Tom. Tom's like, I'm gonna wait to retire, leave New England until the Super
Yeah.
Bowl is there, just to
Also, like important to note that no one was expecting the Bucks to make the Super Bowl before Brady decided to go there. So it's like when no one knew Brady was going to Tampa. So when you made them the Super Bowl home, you weren't thinking James was taking them to the Super Bowl.
They
Oh
were
my God.
plus 5,000 at the beginning of the season to win the Super Bowl. So whatever Bucks fans bet with Tom, they're anxiously
They're
waiting.
cashing out.
So we'll get into this quick fire round, Justyn. For this, you don't have to even explain your reasoning. You just got to pick a side. We'll probably go through and give our picks at some point on these, but it'll be passing yards, which team runs for more yards, does the over or the under in the game hit, stuff like that. So this will be quick and no worries on how much detail is paid.
I just know one thing for certain. After each one of my answers, you're gonna be like, "Why did you say that? Why did you pick that too?"
We make these because it's like it's either or. So
Yeah.
there's we joke like on each episode of the Verse Pod, like one of us is capping each time because after the game happens, one of us is gonna have been right. So all right, so I'll hop into it. So quick fire round. Justyn, we're gonna give you these questions. We've got some fun quick picks to start. We've got the over under at 56 and a half points. The over hits in the Super Bowl 52% of the time, so this is dead even. Over under 56 and a half points. What are you thinking?
Under.
Under?
Yep.
All right. Next, we got who's going to throw for more yards, Patty Mahomes or Tom Brady?
Mahomes.
Mahomes, bet. All right. So,
Actually, no. Tom Brady. Tom Brady.
all right. The late audible at the line of scrimmage there for the bet, but I like it. Okay, which of them is going to throw more touchdowns?
Mahomes.
I think that one's a lot.
Yeah.
So Mahomes' favorite target, Tyreek Hill, or Tom Brady's favorite target, Mike Evans? Who's going to catch more or have more receiving yards?
Tyreek Hill.
Yeah.
All right, so which team do you think is going to run for more yards? We got Fournette and Ronald Jones on the Buccaneers and Clyde Edwards-Helaire and Le'Veon on the Chiefs. Which team will run for more yards?
I'm gonna give the Bucks Leonard Fournette, even though I don't really believe in him that much, but I'll still go with him.
Yeah, I agree. I think the Bucks
Probably
are more of a running team also.
Yeah, neither
Yeah.
of these guys run it a whole lot. But all right, so next up, more turnovers.
Kansas City. I
Yep.
think if there's gonna be turnovers, I feel like
Yep.
Wait,
Mahomes.
is the question which team will force more turnovers or which team will turn the ball over more?
I think it's a better question of which will turn it over more, just because
yeah.
Mahomes may throw a tip interception or something.
Justyn, I agree with saying the Chiefs just because the Bucks have forced 5 turnovers in their last 2 games. Like their defense is hot right
Yeah.
now. I think they'll turn it over from Patty a couple times.
And I feel like Brady doesn't make too many mistakes. You know what I mean? Not to say that Patrick Mahomes does, but Brady, like that's one of the things that he prides himself on. So
Yeah. And then finally, we just have which team's going to sack the quarterback more.
I'm gonna go with the Bucks just because it's statistically, but I can't really see it happening too often.
Yeah, but the Bucks have a nice offensive line. They paid a lot of money to protect Tom, but yeah, I pretty much agree with you on a lot of those picks. I'm not sure how many of them we disagree on, but thank you for tossing those picks out. It's gonna be fun. All these moving pieces, that's the favorite thing. My favorite thing about betting is I don't care really that much about who wins, but with all these little moving levers, it's fun to throw a couple bucks here and there, and suddenly you've got $100 on the game.
I got one for you guys though. I have one odds that I want you guys to answer.
Gotcha.
Do you think that the nation orders more pizza or more wings?
Okay.
That is
the question of the day. I love that one.
Pizza or wings? You got to factor in the pandemic here. People have been home and they've been ordering probably both of those a lot. I'm gonna go with pizza. Wait, there's no public gatherings. People aren't together where pizza is best. I'm going with wings.
Okay, I like it.
From my point of view, all the pizza, I don't know about you guys, but all the pizza in Syracuse I think sucks. So I'm gonna go with wings myself. I can't eat that.
And that's why voting matters, Jack, because you are one of the millions.
I'm the most important one here. So I don't know about you guys, but I think that varsity pizza's trash. I hope
Jack, where are you from?
I'm from Philly.
Okay. You guys do pizza a little different down there, right?
Yeah, we do pizza a little different, and I know so does New York. And I hope varsity doesn't see this because I do go there like every other day, but I think it's trash.
I don't think varsity had the best pizza either. I think oh man, there's a place just on like DeWitt. Merrick
Salvos?
Yeah, if I'm gonna get pizza, it's probably gonna be from Mario and Salvos.
Yeah.
Mario and Salvos is fire, and Propolis is just a joke. I mean,
they were a savior when I discovered that place. It was like finally there's some pizza here, but
yeah,
this was nice to go to just when you're done at DJ's or Harry's because it's open till like I don't even know when. I don't know if that place.
Talking about Acropolis?
Yeah, Acropolis.
Oh yeah, I don't think I've ever been there sober. Not gonna lie.
Exactly.
Don't think I want to either.
I actually was there sober the other day, and it was not an enjoyable experience. It takes like a half hour to get a slice of pizza
for no reason. Yeah. Did you guys see the Shine Center? Like what they're gonna be putting? Dang, come on, man.
Oh my god,
it's ridiculous. I'm so upset. And they didn't put a Chick-fil-A in, and like
I was surprised about that.
Why not? It would literally like provide the whole state economy just that Chick-fil-A.
You're upset. Imagine how I feel right now. I also went to Kimmel every day first semester, so now not having.
Dude, Kimmel had no options, man.
No, Kimmel improved, and you can use
really.
Now, so
they beefed the hell out of it because Shine went down.
Yeah.
Wow, I didn't know that. See, the only reason why I used to go to Kimmel was like at 12 o'clock at night, and ice cream from I forgot the name of the place, but they had like this. I forgot the certain one, but they had this one ice cream that was like literally like every scoop of ice cream and like a bunch of, chocolate syrup or something on it, which is good. But
I'm a big Kimmel supporter. Really upset to see it go. It's hard.
wait, is it gone?
Yeah, they're like fully shutting it down for Shine.
Oh, see, like they never had. When I went there, they didn't have food like that, but it was a good place just to like just chill with your boys, just hang out. So I'm kind of sad about that too. I'm not gonna lie.
That's the thing, that you can't even go in to eat and sit at places anymore. So that part of it is a big deal, but
That's crazy. That's crazy.
All right, so it's been a great episode of the VersePod. A huge thanks to Justyn Knight for joining us. The first guest we've had, the best guest we've had so far. A tremendous guest. So thank you for joining us, giving us your picks. I'm sure you'll be watching the Super Bowl from Virginia. Hopefully, you're not snowed in this weekend. But thanks so much for joining us. And for the Verse team, Jack and myself, we're signing off. Thanks for tuning in, and check out the next episode coming to YouTube and Spotify in a couple days. So thank you.